Welcome everybody to WWE Velocity. Michael Cole here alongside Corey Graves and Byron Saxton. We kick things off with John Cena against a local competitor named Bryan Danielson.
I gotta say, Cole, I'm surprised Cena's not rapping at all tonight.
Well, that's because John Cena is focused. He's facing Brock Lesnar on SmackDown next week, and he's going to make an example of Bryan Danielson right here tonight.
Uh-oh, look at this.
So powerful.
Now the old vicious head crank.
Look at the torque.
A scary attack on the neck here.
Got the head scissors up.
Oh, man, that's just nasty. I think Cena is a little surprised by the offense of this relative unknown.
Cena's new attitude. Submission time. And he breaks the hold.
But look at him, still trying to catch his breath. John Cena's modified power.
Nicely done as he gets out of the submission.
Color me surprised, Michael. I did not see that one coming.
The two of you mentioned Cena's devastating modified power bomb, but what will work on a tiny loser like Bryan? Danielson won't do for Brock Lesnar. I think Cena might have to develop something new to take down the next big thing. Drops the elbow on him. He's got the shoulders down.
Way too early.
This is what makes him one of the best in the business. You have to possess a different type of focus to punish an opponent like this. Oh, I think this man means business. Knocked him right off his feet.
Yeah, no kidding. I can't tell what's more outrageous, Cena's recent raps or those ugly yellow pants.
You're just jealous, Saxton. Cena's got dope style and mad rhymes. Hippity hoppity hoppity.
John Cena is showing his strength there in the early going, getting the upper hand on Danielson.
Yeah, Danielson's got some technical skill, but he's starting to be overwhelmed by Cena's brute force.
This is exactly the opening his opponent was looking for. It wasn't easy to find, but hey, he found it. Finally.
Yes, and Bryan Danielson may have just closed the book on this one.
This just might be enough for him to take the victory here.
This Bryan Danielson guy looks a little nerdy, but apparently he's got a pretty impressive pedigree. Where'd he come from?
Cole, Bryan Danielson began his training with a former WWE champion, Monday Night Raw's own Shawn Michaels. Before his big comeback, HBK actually started a wrestling school, and we're seeing one of its graduates.
Ooh, what an upper! Oh, the reversal by John Cena. Corey mentioned Bryan Danielson training with Shawn Michaels, and I see some of that high-flying pedigree, but this kid doesn't strike me as a main event material like HBK. Anything else about his training?
Well, you can also see some serious technical wrestling chops, courtesy of additional training Danielson got from one half of the World Tag Team Champions, William Regal.
Nice move.
Here's his moment, Michael.
Well, John Cena's in a real bad spot.
A jarring uppercut. His kick connects. Oh, wow.
The two of you were spot on about John Cena's potential. Cena's a blue chipper if there ever was one. I hope Bryan Danielson's taking notes tonight.
Wow, he got out of it.
Yeah, I'm not so sure he had it fully locked in.
John Cena with a nice reversal. Well done.
We're seeing that trademark ruthless aggression from John Cena, and it's overwhelming Danielson.
Danielson isn't used to the big stage, guys. Cena's got this all wrapped up.
Look at the eyes of John Cena. The expression on his face here is very clear.
What a clothesline. An amazing match so far, guys, but it looks to me like we're possibly nearing the end here.
He's inflicting some serious pain here.
But he's running on fumes here. Does he have enough left in him to capitalize?
Submission time. Oh, he turns it around. Oh, and he slips out.
Wow, looked to me like he had it locked in pretty good. I guess not.
Oh, no, he's taken down.
You know, I don't think he has much left.
Back in control of Cena, right back to the arm.
Great strategy, weaken the more powerful Cena by taking away one of his arms.
Bryan sticking to his wheelhouse, not taking any unnecessary risks here against John Cena.
Oh, just looking to control and neutralize the bigger man. Cena, though, back to his feet, and Bryan continues to work on the arm, but now Cena, test of strength, and you don't want to get into a power battle with John.
Absolutely not. Cover here.
And a kick out. And again, Cena powering Danielson down.
Oh, look at this incredible core strength by Danielson.
Cena cannot believe that he can't get Danielson's shoulders on the mat. Gonna try it again, and Danielson able to reverse. And sends Cena flying. Incredible sequence.
Oh, man, Cena just took Danielson's head off.
As we say, sometimes there's no replacement for brute force.
He's making a statement here with this attack.
Big move coming. Buster.
Thunderous. That's how you put an exclamation point on a match. Yeah, but can John Cena take advantage now?
Here we go for the win.
How'd he do that?
Clearly on a mission here. He's trying to mangle his face here.
Got him with the elbow drop. Oh, and he connects.
There's no reason to lose your footing on a move like that. Come on, toughen up.
Gets out of the way of that one. For the pin and the win!
Yes!
Oh my, how in the world did he kick out of that?
I'm just as shocked as everyone else, Cole. His opponent included.
Oh, I think this man means business. Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy. He's inflicting some serious pain here.
Look at this. tremendous damage to the arm.
This kind of offense he's known for.
He thinks he has it. A kick out, and he almost had him.
It's hard to believe, but it looks like he still has some gas left in the tank.
One move after the other. It's devastating. You have to think that's it. Boom! What an elbow!
No, reverses it.
We've got to cover. True testament to grit.
Gonna take more than that.
No, there's the reversal.
Oh, I think this man means business.
Boom, kick. Nice job breaking out of that one.
But there's plenty more work for him to do here.
There he goes, crashing to the floor. Back now inside the ring. A high-risk maneuver in the works from that top turnbuckle. Incoming.
Uh-oh. Interesting decision here, Corey.
I don't know. I kind of like it. He clearly wants to inflict some more punishment.
No, he releases the hold.
What in the world is he thinking? Does he not want to win?
Showing off some of his speed there. Cover here.
Dangerous.
That's how you wear down your opponent.
Devastating damage to the upper vertebrae.
He'll be feeling the effects of that for a while.
Oh boy, he is rolling. Big move coming. What a spine buster.
That has got to be it.
Yeah, but can John Cena take advantage now?
His shoulders are down. 2. Barely at 2.5.
How'd he do that?
Here we go. John Cena setting it up. So damaging.
Wow, I'm just as surprised as you guys are.
Got the shoulders down. 2, 3. That does it for Bryan Danielson. Cena wins.
Cena rolls along toward his big encounter with Brock Lesnar. I can't wait.
That was just one of those matches that the men involved should just be proud to be a part of. A legendary performance.
Cena prevails in this warm-up for the battle with Brock.
Welcome, everybody, to WWE Velocity. Michael Cole here alongside Corey Graves and Byron Saxton. We kick things off with John Cena against a local competitor named Bryan Danielson.
I gotta say, Cole, I'm surprised Cena's not rapping at all tonight.
Well, that's because John Cena is focused. He's facing Brock Lesnar on SmackDown next week, and he's going to make an example of Bryan Danielson right here tonight.
This guy can go toe-to-toe with anybody.
I think Cena is a little surprised by the offense of this relative unknown.
Cena's new attitude may have made him overlook Danielson, but if he refocuses, he should easily take control back here.
That's it. It's over. It's over.
Bad spot for him to be in here, guys.
He's got to do something to get back. In this thing.
If he keeps calling out Brock Lesnar, John Cena may just be a speed bump on Brock's road to WrestleMania. Brock won the Royal Rumble, so he'll be in the main event that night, and I cannot wait.
I've heard Cena wants to do a rap battle at WrestleMania. As for this Bryan Danielson goof, maybe he'll watch it on pay-per-view, though I doubt he even owns a TV.
John Cena makes the cover.
Digging deep for a kick out.
I don't think his opponent was expecting that.
This is a level of destruction no one was expecting.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Panic starting to set in for Cena. This could be a huge upset right here.
I'm seeing shades of Razor Ramon on Raw in 1993, guys. A high-flying nobody is about to beat one of WWE's best.
Cena is too distracted by Brock Lesnar on the horizon. He's got to focus on surviving this match.
John Cena's stock has really risen. Back in control of Cena, right back to the arm.
Great strategy, weaken the poor, powerful Cena.
John Cena is showing his strength there in the early going, getting the upper hand on Danielson.
Yeah, Danielson's got some technical skill, but he's starting to be overwhelmed by Cena's brute force.
The good news for him is that his opponent's offense is likely packing a little less of a punch, considering all the damage he was able to inflict earlier in this match.
Gotta be over now. And he connects with the missile drop kick.
And look at the quickness by Cena.
Nobody comes back from this. Nicely executed.
Guys, are we about to see a scrawny nerd beat John Cena here on Velocity?
It's ruthless aggression's revenge, Michael. I love it.
Going for something else, it seems.
I suspect he knows something that we don't, Cole. Why else would he just let him out of that hole?
He releases it.
And you can debate whether or not that would have been the end. Interesting decision there.
Interesting decision here, Corey.
I don't know. I kind of like it. He clearly wants to inflict some more punishment.
Oh, the reversal by John Cena.
He hits a huge elbow drop.
We're seeing that trademark ruthless aggression from John Cena, and it's overwhelming.
He's got him covered, and he kicks out.
Too soon.
John Cena plays mind games as good as anybody.
Now back to the ring. He's inflicting some serious pain here. Extremely dangerous stretch here.
He's always had great stamina. See if it lasts here.
That strike hit the spot. There's no way he could have avoided that blow. When this guy's on, look out.
A mammoth slam right there, guys.
This is his opportunity to win this thing.
One.
Yeah, this early, no chance.
we've seen and heard tonight, there must be serious injuries.
Uh-oh. Whoa, he lets him out.
What a fool. He had him dead to rights.
We're witnessing a level of punishment that can only be described as severe.
Big time takedown right there.
This might just be it for him, Michael.
Head scissors applied, and oh, look at this.
And look at the quickness by Cena.
The human body can only absorb so much of that.
This may very well be it. He's got to do more damage before he can get a 3 count.
Can you believe this?
If you're Bryan Danielson, what do you do at this point as he whips Cena across the ring?
Oh, Cena gets up a boot just in time.
And now John Cena looking to take over. Looking up, put Bryan Danielson where he wants him. And here's the cover. And he got him. Cena with the win over Bryan Danielson.
Here is your winner, John
Valiant effort by
Cena.
Danielson, but Cena was just too much tonight.
A hard-fought victory tonight for Cena. Gotta be impressed with Cena tonight.
A lot of guys would have parlayed competitive matches on heat and velocity into being signed full-time to WWE, but that's not how things turned out. It's like my wife Bree likes to say, if anything was easy for me, I wouldn't be Daniel Bryan. But before I could become Daniel Bryan, I was
We're on the inaugural episode of NXT. The World Heavyweight Champion Chris Jericho taking on the Miz's rookie, Daniel Bryan.
I've been looking forward to this main event. WrestleMania is on the horizon, but tonight is a WrestleMania of sorts for all the NXT rookies.
Well, Daniel Bryan was excited earlier in the night to be out on the biggest stage of his life, but that was before he knew he was going to face the World Heavyweight Champion. He's going to have to learn to take Miz's advice if he wants to survive here.
Perhaps a powerbomb here, Corey.
That certainly seems to be...
Shoulders on the mat. And he kicks out.
Well, unfortunately... yes movements don't die that easily.
You know, Daniel Bryan comes out here and says he's been wrestling all over the world. But honestly, who cares? I've never heard of him until he showed up at NXT.
Well, the things you've never heard of could fill the entire internet, Cole. All the WWE pros have heard of Daniel Bryan. This guy's been competing on the independent scene for 10 years. Daniel Bryan's ready to go in a lot of people's opinion. Cole, I mentioned how Daniel Bryan's gained some traction on the independents, but I think you're still dumbfounded. Go find a computer, man. Invest in some research. Be a broadcast journalist like myself.
So wait a minute, Corey. Just because this guy's wrestling in a high school gym in front of what, 50 people, I'm supposed to be impressed? You're sounding like the rest... To these internet guys, posting and blogging, believing in what you read on the dirt sheets.
Chris Jericho, what offense.
I have to admit the NXT rookies have been fairly feisty tonight with their WWE pros, to say the least. But there's been no bigger offender than Daniel Bryan.
Bit of ungratefulness shown on the part of Daniel Bryan. To say he wasn't pleased to have The Miz as his WWE pro was the real slap in the face tonight.
Chris Jericho knows how to polish off an opponent.
You know, Byron, I have to wonder if Daniel Bryan is still thinking about earlier tonight when his pro mentor, Miz, slapped him across the face.
Well, any man that gets slapped has got to carry that embarrassment for some time, especially with it coming on your first day on the job.
That's something Yoshi Tatsu taught you, Byron? Miz did say he was going to slap some personality into his rookie.
Returning to Daniel Bryan not wanting the Miz as his pro, I do see Bryan's point. Daniel has a career performing in the ring that is twice as long as The Miz.
But he hasn't been in the WWE, Byron. The Miz is well within his right as a pro, as a mentor, to show Daniel Bryan motivation through humiliation. Miz on the outside mentoring Daniel Bryan, Chris Jericho, the World Heavyweight Champion, who defends the championship against Edge at WrestleMania.
Yeah, what could be going through Chris Jericho's mind knowing that in 33 days at WrestleMania, Jericho will go one-on-one with Edge? Overlooking this rookie right now could be dangerous for Jericho.
Oh, I think this man means business.
Byron questioned Chris Jericho's current mindset. I'll tell you what's going through Jericho's mind. Perhaps teaching this rookie some respect, teaching him why he's the best in the world, and that no rookie is a match for the world heavy. Look at this.
And Bryan gets the shoulder up.
Well, unfortunately, yes movements don't die that easily.
Elbow drop.
He's flipped the switch, that's for sure.
Oh my goodness, crushing it. That's how you move up the ladder here in WWE.
Bryan's been known to be a submission specialist on the independents, but Jericho has a few holds of his own to watch out for.
Listen, Daniel may be a submission machine, but you don't become a star in WWE without charisma. Bryan can't come up with a better catchphrase than The Miz because Daniel Bryan is not awesome. Daniel Bryan has the personality to make paint dry.
Listen to the WWE Universe come alive for Daniel Bryan. Look at this.
Daniel Bryan, this is going to be big. The bell lock is in.
But he's got to capitalize now.
He's inflicting some serious pain here.
Daniel Bryan has had compounding problems tonight, and the main one is standing ringside.
Yeah, but Miz isn't in the ring, Saxton. The World Heavyweight Champion is. If Daniel Bryan has an issue with The Miz, now is not the time to worry about it.
Jericho just had enough with this rookie. And here's another look at some incredible action from a match that we're not likely to stop talking about.
Daniel Bryan fought valiantly, but just couldn't hang with the champ.
Yeah, this time, experience was just too much for Daniel Bryan.
And listen, Miz has got to be so disappointed, and I don't blame him. Luck of the draw, Miz got this loser to be his prototype. We're on the inaugural episode of NXT. The World Heavyweight Champion Chris Jericho taking on the Miz's rookie, Daniel Bryan.
I've been looking forward to this main event. WrestleMania is on the horizon, but tonight is a WrestleMania of sorts for all the NXT rookies.
Well, Daniel Bryan was excited earlier in the night to be out on the biggest stage of his life, but that was before he knew he was going to face the World Heavyweight Champion. He's going to have to learn to take Miz's advice if he wants to survive here.
work is being put in by Daniel Bryan.
With this being the first night of NXT, the whole purpose of this show is to find the next break. Submission time.
Looks like,
and he somehow fights his way free.
Lucky for him, that looked devastating.
He's going for it all.
Chris Jericho's on the attack now.
Lariat.
Michael, do you think that Chris Jericho might become a believer here tonight? I think the WWE Universe is starting to become a believer in Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan kicks out easily.
It's way too early.
It's got to be hard to rebound from that one.
You know, Byron, I have to wonder if Daniel Bryan is still thinking about earlier tonight when his pro mentor, Miz, slapped him across the face.
Well, any man that gets slapped has got.
Jericho just had enough with this rookie. Now let's look back at that amazing action.
Daniel Bryan fought valiantly, but just couldn't hang with the champ.
Yeah, this time, experience was just too much.
We're on the inaugural episode of NXT. The World Heavyweight Champion Chris Jericho taking on the Miz's rookie, Daniel Bryan.
I've been looking forward to this main event. WrestleMania is on the horizon, but tonight is a WrestleMania of sorts for all the NXT rookies.
Well, Daniel Bryan was excited earlier in the night to be out on the biggest stage of his life, but that was before he knew he was going to face the World Heavyweight Champion. He's going to have to learn to take Miz's advice if he wants to survive here.
Now we have Daniel Bryan on the attack.
And he lands a savage elbow. I've got to say, I'm surprised to see Bryan actually testing the champion here a bit. It must be the inspiration from The Miz that's propelling this offense.
And Chris Jericho gets the shoulder up.
He is not going to go down without a fight, Michael.
Oh, shoulder breaker. Talk about planning your opponent. You can say whatever you want to say about The Miz. He's a loudmouth, but he's the unified tag team champion. He's the United States champion. And the fact of the matter is, this guy, Daniel Bryan, has to show some respect for the WWE Pro.
Yeah, respect is due to The Miz. I mean, just because Miz comes out here in the WWE Universe disrespects him for absolutely no reason, doesn't give Bryan the permission to do the same thing.
Observing the relationship between The Miz and Daniel Bryan, I don't think there's any chance Bryan is going...
Here's the cover by Jericho!
And Daniel Bryan avoids the early pin.
That's too early for that.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Oh.
You know, Byron, I have to wonder if Daniel Bryan is still thinking about earlier tonight when his pro mentor, Miz, slapped him across the face.
Well, any man that gets slapped has got to carry that embarrassment for some time, especially when
he's going for the pin.
And Daniel Bryan kicks out.
How in the world?
Despite all of his actions from earlier tonight, I do have to respect the long journey Daniel Bryan's taken to finally make it to WWE.
Well, Bryan is an internet darling who's excited for this opportunity, but he had no idea he was going to be facing...
Jericho just had enough with this rookie. Now let's take another look at these guys in action.
Daniel Bryan fought valiantly, but just couldn't hang with the champ.
Yeah, this time, experience was just too...
We're on the inaugural episode of NXT. The World Heavyweight Champion Chris Jericho taking on the Miz's rookie, Daniel Bryan.
I've been looking forward to this main event. WrestleMania is on the horizon, but tonight is a WrestleMania of sorts for all the NXT rookies.
Well, Daniel Bryan was excited earlier in the night to be out on the biggest stage of his life, but that was before he knew he was going to face the World Heavyweight Champion. He's going to have to learn to take Miz's advice if he wants to survive here.
Very curious move to go for a pinfall at this point.
Well, unfortunately, yes movements don't die that easily.
Message delivered. That'll have you worrying about long-term injuries for sure.
Emotions have been running high all night, guys. Daniel Bryan has to put everything that happened earlier in the rearview mirror and focus on Chris Jericho.
Now that's the type of move that sends a message to an opponent. He goes for the cover. Daniel Bryan kicks out easily.
Gonna take a whole lot more.
Right across.
With this being the first night of NXT, the whole purpose of this show is to find the next breakout star, the next main eventer. In my mind, in my estimation, Daniel... Penny predicament. Daniel Bryan kicks out easily.
Nah, not yet. Too early.
Man, Chris Jericho. Here's a cover. And Bryan gets the shoulder up.
He just powered out there, Cole.
Despite all of his actions from earlier tonight, I do have to respect the long journey Daniel Bryan's taken to finally make it to WWE.
Well, Bryan is an internet darling who's excited for this opportunity, but he had no idea he was going to be facing the World Heavyweight Champion out of the gate.
Oh, man, what a driver. He's got the shoulders down. He's got plenty of gas left in the tank.
Too early in the match to end it.
This is what makes him one of the best in the business.
Look at this.
Chris Jericho knows how to polish off an opponent.
Chris Jericho's on the attack now.
When this guy's on, look out.
Here's Chris Jericho.
He's got it! Worlds of Jericho! Locked in! This just might be enough for him to take the victory here. There is nothing.
Jericho just had it up with this rookie.
Bryan's been known to be a submission specialist on the independents, but Jericho has a few holds of his own to watch out for. Daniel Bryan fought valiantly, but just couldn't hang with the champ.
Yeah, this time, experience was just too much for Daniel Bryan.
We're on the inaugural episode of NXT. The World Heavyweight Champion Chris Jericho taking on the Miz's rookie, Daniel Bryan.
I've been looking forward to this main event. WrestleMania is on the horizon, but tonight is a WrestleMania of sorts for all the NXT rookies.
Well, Daniel Bryan was excited earlier in the night to be out on the biggest stage of his life, but that was before he knew he was going to face the World Heavyweight Champion. He's going to have to learn to take Miz's advice if he wants to survive here.
Michael, do you think that Chris Jericho might become a believer here tonight? I think the WWE Universe is starting to become a believer in Daniel Bryan.
No. What I think is Chris Jericho is a 6-time world champion. He's a 9-time Intercontinental champion. He's a pro to a rookie that shows him respect, and Jericho is out here to put this Bryan goof in his place. Boy, European uppercut. He's got him covered.
And Daniel Bryan kicks out.
Too early in the match to end it. Got the leg. Bang and screw. That'll tear your knee up.
And a savage clothesline. You know, Daniel Bryan comes out here and says he's been wrestling all over the world. But honestly, who cares? I've never heard of him until he showed up at NXT.
Well, the things you've never heard of could fill the entire internet, Cole. All the WWE pros have heard of Daniel Bryan. This guy's been competing on the independent scene for 10 years. Daniel Bryan's ready to go in a lot of people's opinion. Cole, I mentioned how Daniel Bryan's gained some traction on the independents, but I think you're still dumbfounded. Go find a computer, man. Invest in some research. Be a broadcast journalist like myself.
So wait a minute.
Very curious move to go for a pinfall at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take more than that to keep him down.
You know, Byron, I have to wonder if Daniel Bryan is still thinking about earlier tonight when his pro mentor, Miz, slapped him across the face.
Well, any man that gets slapped has got to carry that embarrassment for some time, especially with it coming on your first day on the job.
Is that something Yoshi Tatsu taught you, Byron? Miz did say he was going to slap some personality into his rookie.
Emotions have been running high all night, guys. Daniel Bryan has to put everything that happened earlier in the rearview mirror and focus on Chris Jericho. Whoa, Jericho able to avoid damage.
What a cagey maneuver.
Chris Jericho so smug and arrogant. You know Jericho's not a guy who thinks this.
Here's the cover by Jericho. Daniel Bryan kicks out easily.
Well, unfortunately, yes movements don't die that easily.
And it's Bryan showing some agility. Takes him down in a major way, too.
Oh, and he reverses it. Got the reversal. And he hits a vicious neck breaker. You can say whatever you want to say about The Miz. He's a loudmouth, but he's the unified tag team champion. He's the United States champion. And the fact of the matter is, this guy, Daniel Bryan, has to show some respect for the WWE Pro.
Yeah,
here's Chris Jericho.
There it is. It's locked in.
The walls.
I'm not sure how much he has left. Daniel Bryan really needs to dig down deep.
Jericho just had enough with this rookie. Let's take a little look at some of the action from that match. Wow.
Daniel Bryan fought valiantly, but just couldn't hang with the champ.
Yeah, this time, experience was just too much.
We're on the inaugural episode of NXT. The World Heavyweight Champion, Chris Jericho, taking on The Miz's rookie, Daniel Bryan.
I've been looking forward to this main event. WrestleMania is on the horizon, but tonight is like a WrestleMania of sorts for all the NXT rookies.
Well, Daniel Bryan was excited earlier in the night to be out on the biggest stage of his life, but that was before he knew he was going to face the World Heavyweight Champion. He's going to have to learn to take Miz's advice if he wants to survive here.
Drop down. Bang, right to the face.
He lands the strike with great accuracy. It's all academic from here.
Miz on the outside mentoring Daniel Bryan. Chris Jericho, the World Heavyweight Champion, who defends the championship against Edge at WrestleMania.
Yeah, what could be going through Chris Jericho's mind knowing that in 33 days at WrestleMania, Jericho will go one-on-one with Edge. Overlooking this rookie right now could be dangerous for Jericho.
Oh, man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow.
Byron questioned Chris Jericho's current mindset. I'll tell you what's going through Jericho's mind. Perhaps teaching this rookie some respect, teaching him why he's the best in the world, and that no rookie is a match for the World Heavyweight Champion.
Oh, man. He's making a statement here with this attack. Daniel Bryan with a great offensive show.
Hey, Daniel Bryan's looked all right at times in this match. I mean, he's been showing us why he's a world-renowned for his ground and pound attack.
World-renowned? What are you talking about? What world are you talking about? He's been on the independent scene. It's the first time he's ever been on television. This guy's a goof.
Daniel Bryan has had compounding problems tonight, and the main one is standing ringside.
Yeah, but Miz isn't in the ring, Saxton. The World Heavyweight Champion is. If Daniel Bryan has an issue with the Miz,
going for the cover. And Chris Jericho avoids the early pin.
Nope. To beat the Ayatollah of rock and rolla, that's not going to do it.
I'm still watching the Miz lurking at ringside. Why is the Miz even...
There's no way that Jericho's going to lose to this guy.
Yeah, but the way this match is going, it's a real possibility.
Jericho, though, needs a breather, and he rolls out of the ring to try to do that.
Wise maneuver from a wily veteran.
I'm not sure if Jericho's going to get much rest time.
What's this guy doing? Daniel Bryan with a suicide dive right off the announce desk.
Looks like Bryan might have bounced off the announce desk himself.
I don't think Miz liked the fact that Bryan threw his body in harm's way, and I can't say I blame him. What's this guy thinking?
He wants no part of the outside. To the outside, which will start the referee's count. Inside the ring now. Look at him move. What acrobatics.
Oh, I'm thinking the champion is starting to realize he underestimated this rookie.
Jericho's in trouble. Can we be seeing a monumental upset?
Monumental upset would be an absolute understatement.
Look out!
He's displaying classic offense here.
You know, Byron, I have to wonder if Daniel Bryan is still thinking about earlier tonight when his pro mentor, Miz, slapped him across the face.
Well, any man that gets slapped has got to carry that embarrassment for some time, especially with it coming on your first day on the job.
Is that something Yoshi Tatsu taught you, Byron? Miz did say he's going to slap some personality into his rookie.
Oh boy, he is rolling. He's got it! Worlds of Jericho! Locked in!
Come on, Jericho. Put that stupid idiot away.
Chris Jericho just had enough with his rookie.
That match might go down as one of the best matches.
Daniel Bryan fought valiantly, but just couldn't hang with the champ.
Yeah, this time, experience was just too much for...